Hello, this is Wmpyr. In this video, this is one of our training sessions. And what we're doing here is we're doing partner drills, okay? And what makes this a little bit more advanced is like, once you know like 3 or 4 partner drills, then you could combine them. And that's exactly what we're doing here. What I mean by combine them is essentially, um, I'm going I'm switching from one partner drill to a different drill at my whim. Anytime I want, essentially, I'm doing it. And so is he. So there's no rules. You could just switch anytime you want. You don't tell the other person, you just do it, right? So that's definitely more advanced than normally people start off by learning partner drills, right? So you learn one and then you'll put in a lot of repetitions and then you'll learn the next one, put in repetitions and then you'll learn, right? And then when you combine them together, usually what they do is they'll let each other know when they're going to switch, right? And they'll tell each other like, okay, the next one we switch to is going to be this specific partner drill. And then the next one we switch to after that is going to be this other specific one. So it's choreographed, right? And that's usually how it's done. But more advanced than that is what we're doing here, where we don't tell each other. We have no idea what's coming. And I switch, like I said, when I want to. So right here, we're starting off with the standard Wmpyr. And he did, that's like, you could switch it to inside and outside parries. And that's what we're doing. We're putting in inside and outside parries and going into Wmpyr whenever we feel like it. And so we're combining that. And there's also another motion that he brought in from his Silat background, which I was also familiar with because we also do something similar in Filipino martial arts. So now we're basically essentially playing around with 4 different forms at will, right? And then right there, I try to go even more advanced, which is now you're throwing in attacks that is not part of any of those drills, okay? And then that will throw off the person even more. So what we're trying to do is to basically implement step-by-step chaos. Put in more and more chaos where you don't know things. You have less control, right? Because when you choreograph it completely, then you have total control. You know exactly what's supposed to happen and all that. So first you learn the pattern, but then the idea is to break the pattern. Because one of the most important, if not the most important principle in Filipino martial arts is to flow. And that's essentially what we're trying to do here is we're flowing from one drill to the next. Why? So that we could adapt to chaos. That is the whole goal. And once again, above this would be to start putting in random attacks, that is not part of the drills that we're doing. And that puts in another element of chaos. And so by putting in all these controlled elements of chaos, it takes us to more realistic training without going into full contact sparring where we are at risk of injuring each other. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. That's it for now. Thank you for viewing and take care, folks.